Looking back, closure of Shankar's Weekly, published in the year 1975. Shankar's decision to close down his essentially political journal has created a gap in the publishing world that will be impossible to fill. For 27 years, his unique brand of satire had brightened the lives of not only his readers but also those who were the targets for his barbs. Indira Gandhi, in a letter to Shankar Pillai, wrote, I learnt a few days ago about your decision to stop Shankar's Weekly. It takes a great deal of strength of mind to close down what one has built through years of care and labor. You are the best judge. As you say, it is too much for one man, even when that man is an institution. We shall miss the journal. India's former Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru said about Shankar's cartoons, for a true cartoonist is not just a maker of fun, but one who sees the inner significance of an event and, by a few master strokes, impresses it upon others. Shankar has that rare gift, rarer in India than elsewhere, and without the least bit of malice or ill will, he points out with an artist's skill the weaknesses and foibles of those who display themselves on the public stage. It is good to have the wheel of our conceit torn occasionally. Shankar emphatically denies reports that his weekly had to close down because of the emergency. We could have taken the emergency in our stride, but the burden of running a weekly magazine on a shoestring was too much. Shankar now intends to devote himself completely to his other love, that is, children. By organizing international painting and writing exhibitions and through his Children's Book Trust, Shankar, more than any educational agency or policy, has given Indian children an opportunity to acquire a worldview unadulterated by human prejudices. His children's magazine has succeeded in educating Indian children and widening their horizons into avenues unexplored by mere school books. Inspired by the gift of a Hungarian doll, Shankar began collecting dolls from all over the world and, with Nehru's encouragement, built a dolls museum which he has named Nehru House. He has also set up a dolls designing center and workshop to produce better quality Indian dolls. The workshop has so far produced 150 dolls, each showing the characteristic features of the different regions of the country. Born in Kerala, Shankar grew up in a strict South Indian Brahmin family. After his graduation, he began his journalistic career as a cartoonist for the Hindustan Times. An urge to travel took him to London, where he studied art. On his return to India, Shankar rejoined the Hindustan Times but left soon after because of disagreements with the management. He then started his own paper, the Indian News Chronicle, in collaboration with an industrialist, but once again Because of differences of opinion, he withdrew from the venture. In 1948, Shankar launched his own journal, Shankar's Weekly, inaugurated by Jawaharlal Nehru. In the years since then, Shankar's Weekly has introduced a new trend in both writing and cartoons. Shankar has often been called the father of the art of cartoons in India, and through the pages of his journal have been paraded the highest officials of the land. His cartoons, with their far-sighted perception, have often revealed the pompous in their true colors. It has been said that a foreigner interested in understanding Indian politics would learn a good deal more from Shankar's cartoons than he would from reading a whole year's newspapers. In a magazine being compiled by his co workers, Shankar has been described as an exuberant, hard-working, warm-hearted, and impatient man, and many feel that it is the medley of character traits that has been responsible for his enviable success. India, being a multilingual country, faces numerous problems as far as the written word is concerned, but Shankar successfully bridged the gap that exists due to numerous regional languages. A man who dislikes giving interviews, Shankar told to a publication, "One should not chase one's own shadow. I never speak in public or on the radio. I am an artist. Let people know me by my work, not by what I say." Shankar himself describes his weekly as fundamentally anti establishment, while never towing any particular line in politics or in anything else. It was meant to be an intellectual godfly, and I think that by and large it kept its character to the end. Co worker Vishnu has projected Shankar's philosophy in a verse. "Give me a sense of humor, Lord, the grace to see a joke, to find some happiness in life, and pass it on to other folk." Thank you very much. For 27 years, his unique brand of satire has brightened the lives of not only his readers but also those who were the targets for his barbs. BARB. Barb means an intellectual but critical remark that is intended to hurt. Shankar has that rare gift, rarer in India than elsewhere, and without the least bit of malice or ill will, he points out with an artist's skill the weaknesses and foibles of those who display themselves on the public stage. FOIBLES, foibles means slight flaw or defect. Foible means a minor weakness or falling of character. In a magazine being compiled by his co workers, Shankar has been described as an exuberant, hardworking, warm hearted. EXUBERANT, exuberant means joyously unrestrained and enthusiastic. Many feel that it is his medley of character trait that has been responsible for his enviable success. Medley, MEDLEY, medley means a mixture of different things. It was meant to be an intellectual gadfly, and I think that by and large it kept its character to the end. GADFLY, gadfly means a person who annoys or criticizes others in order to provoke them into action.